first tip that I give you is called the four quadrants. Now, the four quadrants is where what I do is I grab a journal and then I put an X, like a cross, on there. And then in those four quadrants, let's say, for example, on the left side, it's where I'm going to be putting the urgent and important tasks that I need to get done. And these are the ones that I need to like do right now. For example, and these are the tasks that you need to like focus on immediately that will generate income or that you need to handle like right now. And when it comes to coaching, some of the things that are important that we're doing as a coach is following up with leads, having sessions with clients, closing sales, sending contracts, invoices, or handling like a client emergency, or just connecting with people. That would be an urgent task. And in regards to the next quadrant, it is the not urgent, but it's important. And those are the things that you need to schedule out. Now, these activities are the activities that builds up business that in the long term for the money to multiply. So, for example, this would be around creating content so that you can share information with your potential clients so that way they can know what you do and how you can help them. Another thing could be scheduling your networking or your outreaches when you're going to reach out to people, or if you're going to be writing a book or sending out emails or creating a funnel or developing your offer and maybe also like learning new skills because the learning is ongoing, and then also working on your mindset. So this would be the tasks that are not urgent but they are important. You need to do these. And then now if we go into the next quadrant, which is the third quadrant, and that is the urgent but not important. Now these things are the type of things that you delegate. So this is busy work that feels productive, but someone else can do it. That's if you have the money for somebody else to do it. For example, I have people that will send out emails for me, or I will have people that will comment on my post, or just posting content manually, maybe scheduling the post during the week, or just graphics or editing videos, or just admin and tech support. Those would be the things that they're urgent but they're not important. They run the business, but you can have it delegated to somebody. But if you're right now just it's yourself, then you're going to be have to doing these things, and that's just how it goes. But once you start making some good cash flow, then you can start bringing in some people to help you with these little tasks that they're important, but they can be given to somebody else. And then the last quadrant is the not urgent, not important. You need to eliminate. These are things that are time wasters that kill your energy and your focus. This could be doom scrolling on social media. You're just scrolling through social media, you're not getting anything done, and you're comparing yourself to people. You're not doing well. And then in regard to like maybe watching random YouTube videos, or I don't know, just overthinking, over planning, maybe you're just thinking all these negative thoughts. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you're focusing on quadrants one and two. And a lot of the times most coaches live in quadrant number three. It's busy work, but it doesn't get you any business. And that's why the top coaches are in quadrant one and two, that they are focused and they're strategizing and they're staying consistent with those tasks. So that's the first step. The second step is you identify the six high impact tasks that will get you clients and will help you get money. So right now I'm going to share with you six of the things that should belong in your top priority list, especially if you're a beginner coach or if you have been coaching but you haven't been getting any clients. These are the things that you need to focus on that will move the needle in your business. The first one should be connecting with new leads, and that would be in quadrant number two. And that would be just starting real conversations, whether it's on social media, whether it's at networking events. These are the things that we need to plan out. And let's just say you connect with three new people every single day. That's 90 people in a month. Over a year, you will have connected with over 1,000 people. And let's say you just close 10% out of those 1,000 people, that's over 100 people. I mean, I don't even know if you're going to be able to handle that much business, but imagine even if you closed out 5% of that, that would be about 50 clients. Even if you closed 1%, that would be about 10 clients. So think about it. Three connections a day. where you're just connecting with people, you're sending a friend request, you're DMing them, you're commenting on their posts. Those are the things that you should be planning out. And then the second one should be maybe following up with warm leads. The follow up is very important. A lot of people don't follow up, and that's why they're losing a lot of money. And I tell people the follow up, that's where the money is, because people are not constantly thinking about us. They're not thinking about coaching, but that's where you come into play, where you remind them, hey, just following up. I know you said that you wanted to work with me, or hey, remember you said you wanted me to follow up with you in a month. Here, well, here I'm following up with you. So that would be like a second um, out of the six tasks. And then the third one would be having sales conversations. That's like you need to be having sales conversation, because if you're not having sales conversations, then you don't have a business. So are you having sales conversations? And if you're not, then you need to start filling up that pipeline, filling up your CRM, your client relationship manager, with potential leads. And then the fourth one would be, for example, creating content. And that would be in quadrant two. That's the one that you schedule out. That's where you're building trust and you're showing visibility online. And it's really important that if you are creating content, that you're staying consistent. Consistency is so key. If people don't see that you're staying consistent, then people are going to say, oh, well, why am I going to work with this person that's not consistent? So you want to make sure that you're putting consistent content, and make sure that it's content that will help your client, whether it's in their health, in their relationships, helping them make money. Make sure you're constantly giving them information, because if you're constantly giving them value and then they want to work with somebody, they want to get a coach, the first person they're going to think about is you, because you already gave them value before you even started working with them. And then the next one, the fifth one, I would say, is serving your clients so well that they refer you people. So making sure that you're helping your clients, that you're delivering the promises that you gave to your clients, whether it's helping them make more money, get more clients, and then also maybe with their health, with their relationships, make sure that you're delivering what you promised. And then the sixth one could be something around mindset and skill growth. I think it's really important that we continuously keep growing. I know for me, I've developed skill sets around coaching, around speaking, around writing books, around content creation. So this makes me a more valuable person to other people. So what kind of skills are you developing, or do you have confidence? If you don't have confidence, you need to work on your mindset. And this is where maybe you need a coach. You need somebody that can help you, to help you believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to believe in you. Nobody's going to want to work with you. So if you just focused on like these six things consistently, you never have to worry about getting clients. So making sure that you are, and maybe these are not the six for you. Maybe it could be a different amount, a different six for you. Let me know in the comments which one is yours. And then what I like to do after this, once I have what really matters, and I want to make sure that I'm staying focused. So what I do is I write those six top tasks in a 3x5 card. And I like to use colored ones, something about colored ones that really helps you with your brain, just to think outside the box. And I put those six tasks, and then in the back of that 3x5 card, I like to put like the one that I want to work on today, that I want to make sure that I get done, and I put laser focus on that one. And then once I'm done with that one, I look at the back of my card, and then I look at task number two, and then number three, and then until I'm done with those, and then I go back to my quadrants, the four quadrants, and then I move task number seven, number eight, number nine, number 10, number 11, number 12 into this 3x5 card. And then I would say make sure you're finishing those tasks. Don't just finish 80%. I'll get to it later. I'm almost done. No, try to make sure that you're finishing those tasks. And also, I would recommend carry it everywhere you go. It keeps you focused, and it also reminds you of what really matters. And this 3x5 card, I mean, it beats any app, honestly, because it forces you to focus on those tasks. So the fourth and final step is, once I have all these tasks, those six tasks that I want to focus on, then I schedule it on my Google Calendar. And these priorities, once I have them clear, now I'm going to make sure that they're non-negotiable, that I put them on the calendar, that I make sure that I focus on them, and that I give them the time. So what I do is I block time in my calendar for quadrants one and two, tasks only. Those are the most important ones. And maybe I'll color theme them. Like, let's say quadrant one is red, quadrant two is green. You can put whatever color you want. And then I'll schedule those six main tasks weekly. That way I have also room for coaching sessions and admin work that maybe needs to get done. I also make sure that I have those things set up as well on my calendar. So that way when I have my calendar, I can't really show you my calendar because the phone you can't really see it, but when I have those tasks in my calendar, I know exactly what I'm going to do the next day. So that way, when I'm looking at Monday, I already have Monday right now. I already have it all scheduled out, every single thing that I'm going to be doing. That way, I wake up and I know exactly what it is that I'm gonna do. I'm not running around with like a chicken with his head cut off, just running around and thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So and when I do this on a Sunday. So I like to do this on a Sunday, and then I look at all these things. I do the quadrants. I look at the top six tasks. I put them on my 3x5 card. Then I put them on my calendar, and now I'm ready for the week. So for you, what is it that you're scheduling, or are you scheduling? Are you not scheduling? Because what you get schedule on the schedule is what will get done. And when you're doing this in your coaching business, you will have the confidence to get clients and make money. So for you, do you do any of these or do you do something else? I would really like to hear. Drop it in the comment section. And if and I can tell you right now with this four-step process, super simple four-step process, procrastination disappears and your priorities are now clear because now you're focused on quadrants 1 and 2, and you're committed to those six client getting tasks. And then that using the 3x5 card honestly has been very, very helpful. And if you are having challenges with procrastination, and if you want personal help building your system to get clients and make money, you can shoot me a text at 520-392-9179 for a free consultation. You can also follow me on Facebook and LinkedIn. And if you like videos like this, please hit subscribe and like and hit the bell notification because I release videos like this every Monday morning. So that way you can have a video that will help you get clients and make money. Have a great day. Peace.